Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Learn How to Sudoku, where we take a very easy variant Sudoku puzzle and we break it down in detail so that you can learn how to Sudoku. Today's very easy puzzle is called Abbey Road, The Beatles, 1969, by Will Power. And this is in reference to the famous Beatles album called Abbey Road, when they're basically all walking on Abbey Road, all in a row. Um, I'm a big Beatles fan, so that's the reason why I know it, even though this was well before I was born. But um, yeah, this is in reference to that, and these are the Beatles walking across Abbey Road. Anyways, let's get to the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which is a box. We have Dutch Whispers rule set, or as I like to call it now, Whisper 4, where numbers on all lines are at least 4 apart from their neighbors on the line, and numbers may repeat on lines if other rules allow. So this 7 would mean that this digit has to be 1, 2, or 3, because those are the only digits which are 4 or more away from 7. And that's an example of how Dutch Whispers works. And all of these digits, again, have to have a difference of at least 4 with its neighbors on these lines. We have killer cages, where numbers in cages sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. So, for example, if this were, say, a 6, this would have to be a 3, because these two digits must add up to 9. These two digits must add up to 9, these two add up to 14, etc., etc. And finally, we have crop key pairs, where numbers with a black dot between them are in a ratio of 2 to 1. So these are called black crop key dots. And not all possible dots are given. So as an example, if this were, say, a 4, this would have to be a 2 or an 8 to maintain the 1 to 2 ratio between them. And that's an example of how black crop key dots work. And those are all the rules. Excuse me. If you'd like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's learn how to Sudoku. Okay. The easiest ones I see are the crop key dots along these Whisper 4 lines and the 6 cage along the Whisper 4 lines. Do you have a difference of at least 4 between digits on the black crop key dot? The only possible combination is 4 doubled, right? Because that's a difference of 4 with its double. If you have 5 doubled, the problem, or 5 or more doubled, the problem is you have 5 and 10, which is not a digit. And then 6 and 12, 7 and 14, etc., etc. So that's why this is always 4 and 8. If you had 3 and 6, obviously the difference between them is only 3, because it's just 3 doubled. So for any black crop key dot on a Whisper 4 line, this has to be 4 and 8, and this must be 4 and 8, and this must be 4 and 8. Along a Whisper 4 line with 2 digits adding up to 6, the only possible combination, which has a difference of 4, is 1 and 5. So this has to be 1 and 5 here. One of these is going to be 5. 5 on a Whisper 4 line can only be next to 1 and 9, because those are the only digits 4 or more away from it. So this must be a 5-9 pair to be next to the 5 on this Whisper 4 line. Because that would be, one of them would be 9, guaranteed, because it can't be, I guess it can't be 1, right? 1 and another digit never add up to 14. So 5 could be next to 1 or 9 here. If this were 5, this would be 1 or this would have to be 1 or 9, but 1 can never be in a 14 cage to add up to with another digit to add up to 14. So either one of these is 5. One of these has to be 5, so that means one of these has to be 9, and 9 plus 5 add up to 14, which eliminates 9 and 5 in the rest of the column. So this cannot be 4, 9 or 5, 8 because of the 5, 9 pair in the column. So this is a 6, 7 pair. That eliminates in this lower right-hand box 6 and 7 and 4 and 8 in the rest of the box because of the 4, 8 pair, the 6, 7 pair. And you can't have 5 because of the 5 in the box. Therefore, we know the rest of the box is 1, 2, 3, and 9. Well, these two digits must be 4 away from each other, at least. And 1, 2, and 3 are not 4 away from each other. So that means 9 has to be one of these two, which means this can't be 9. So this is two digits from 1, 2, or 3, which are 4 or more away from this digit. Well, 1, 2, and 3 can only be next to 5 through 9 on the whisper 4 line. And this can't be 5, 6, 7, or 9. So that forces this to be an 8. 8 is 4 or more away from 1 through 4. This 1, 5 pair eliminates 1 and 5 in the rest of the column, so this can't be 1. 5 is only 2 or 4 more away from 1 or 9. This must be a 1, 9 pair. This is a 1, 9 pair. 7 is only 4 or more away from 1, 2, or 3. The 1, 2, or 3 is only 4 or more away from 9. It can't be 4 or more away from 1. So this must be 9 here, which makes this 1. That means this can't be 1 here. 1, 2, or 3, again, is only 4 or more away from 5 through 9. And this can't be 5, 8, or 9, so this is 6. This is 6 or 7 here. 1 is 5 or more away from 6 through 9. Again, this must be 6 or 7 because those are the only digits remaining. So that means in column, actually in this lower central box, we have only 2, 3 pair remaining because this one must be 4 or more away from 6 or 7, which forces it to be 6 or 7, and we don't have 2 or 3 in the remaining digits. Well, we have a 2, 3, 2, 3 pair in row 7, which eliminates 2 and 3 in the rest of the row, so this can't be 2 or 3. This is 1, which eliminates 1 in the rest of the column and the rest of the box, so this can't be 1 here. Remaining digits in row 7 cannot be 1, 2, 3, cannot be 5 or 9, so it's 4, 6, 7, 8. These two digits are 4 or more away from this digit. The problem with this is there's no combination of digits here which would include a 4 for that to be the case, right? 4 can only be next to 8 or 9 here, but 8 or 9 cannot be next to 6, 7, or 8 on a whisper 4 line because it's not 4 or more away from those. So 4 cannot be any of these cells. Therefore, where is the 4 in row 7? It has to be here. So this is 4, which makes this 2 or 8. It cannot be 8 here because of the 4, 8 pair in the row. So this can't be 8. This is 2. 4, if this is 4, that forces this to be 8 or 9. But 8 can't be here because of the 4, 8 pair in the row. So this 2 eliminates 2 in the rest of the row. If this is 4, this must be 9. If this is 8, it could be 1, 2, 3, or 4, but 2 and 4 are already in the box. So this can't be 2 or 4, it's 1 or 3. We have a 6, 7 pair in row 8, which eliminates 6 and 7 in the rest of the row, as well 4 and 8, and we're missing 5 and 2, so this must be 1, 3, or 9. Well, if this one of these was 9, well, 6, 7, or 8 is not 4 or more away from 9, period. So this can never be 9 here. Therefore, it's a 1, 3 pair, which eliminates 1 and 3 from the rest of the row. So this cannot be 3, therefore this must be 9, which makes this 2 or 3. 1 and 3... 3 cannot be next to 6 on a whisper 4 line, so this is 7 or 8 here. 6, 7, or 8 must be next to 1 through 4 on a whisper 4 line. 2 or 3 cannot be 4 or more away from 1. So therefore, this must be a 9, which forces this to be 1 through 5. And it can't be 4 because of the 4-8 pair on the column. Can't be 2 or 3 because of the 2-3 pair in the column. So this is 1 or 5 here. These two digits add up to 9. It cannot be 1, 8 because of the 1 in the column. It cannot be 4, 5 because of the 4 in the column. If it were 3, 6, that would not be a difference of 4 between them. So this must be 2 and 7. And 7 cannot be here because of the 7 in the box. So this is 2, which makes this 7. That 7 eliminates 7 here in the column. So this is 6, which makes this 7. 6 cannot be next to 3 on a whisper 4 line, and this 2 eliminates 2, so this must be 1, which makes this 5. This 1 eliminates 1 in the rest of the row. This digit must be 4 or more away from 7. It cannot be 1, so it would have to be just 2 or 3. 2 or 3. This digit has to be 4 or more away from 2, at least, so it's 6, 7, 8, 9. And 7, 8, and 9 are eliminated because of the 7, 9, and the 4, 8 pair in the column. That forces this to be 6. This 6 eliminates 3 from being there because 3 is not 4 or more away from 6. So this is 2. Remaining digits. This can be a 1-8 pair here or a 3-6 pair. It cannot be 2-7 or 4-5 because of the 2 and the 4 in the column. So this would be 6 and that's 3 if that's the case. Okay. Nine is not 4 or more away from 8, so this can't be 8. This is 4, which makes this 8. This 4 eliminates 4 here, so that's 8, which makes that 4. This 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 6 and 7. 6 can only be 4 or more away from 2, not 3. So this is 2, which makes this 3, which makes this 2, which makes that 3. This 6 eliminates 6 here. So this digit must be 4 or more away from 7 and 8. So it cannot be 4, it's 2 or 3. 2 or 3 can be next to 6 through 9 on a whisper 4 line, but it can't be 7 because of the 7 in the row. Remaining digits. 1 and 3 can be next to 5 through 9 here, and it cannot be 7 or 8, so it's 5, 6, or 9. The remaining digits in row 9 are 5, 6, and 9, so any of these work. Remaining digits in column 4 are 3 and 5. Remaining digits in the central box are 3, 4, and 8, and this can't be 8 because of the 8 in the row. 3 has to be one of these two. Remaining digits in column 5 are 4, 8, and 9, and 9 must be one of those two. Remaining digits in column 6 are 1 and 6. Okay. 4 can only be next to 8 or 9 on this whisper 4 line. So if this was 4, what digit has to be next to it here? It cannot be 9, so it has to be an 8, which means 8 cannot be here. 8 has to be here, which forces this to be 4, which forces this to be 8. Therefore, this digit has to be 4 or more away from 8. It could be 4, cannot be 2, could be 3 or 1. So those are the possibilities. These 8s eliminates 1, 8 as a pair here because we have 8s already in the column. So this must be then 3 and 6. Oh, that's actually the correct digits. This 6 eliminates 6 in the rest of the column, so this can't be 6 here. This 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of the row, so this can't be 3. Remaining digits in row 3. This has to be 1, 3, 5, or 9. So 3 is guaranteed to be one of these two digits. That means it cannot be paired with 1 or 5 because neither of those are 4 or more away from 3. So it must be a 3-9 pair, which eliminates 3 and 9 in the rest of the column, or the row, sorry. Therefore, this can't be 9. This is 5, which makes this 9. 5 has to be 4 or more away from 1, which makes this 5. So the remaining digits in row 4 are 1, 4, and 7. 7 and 4 are not 4 or more away from each other, so this must be 1 and 7, which eliminates 1 and 7 in the rest of the row, so this can't be 1, this is 4. That eliminates 4 in the rest of the box. This 3 eliminates 3 in the rest of the box, so this is 2. Remaining digits in column 8. We have 2, 3, and 4. So one of these is guaranteed to be 4. If we had 2 here, it would have to be in a 1 to 2 ratio with 4 or 1. But 1's already in the box, and if this were 2, that would be 4. But then the 2 would not have another digit to be in a 1 to 2 ratio with. So these can never be 2. This is a 3-4 pair, which eliminates 3 and 4 in the rest of the column. So this is 2. 4 is in a 1 to 2 ratio with 2, because 8 is already taken in the box. So, and then we have the other one as 6, with being in a 1 to 2 ratio with 3. Remaining digits in this upper right-hand box are 7 and 9. This can't be 9 because of the 9 in the column, so this is 7. This can't be 2 because of the 2 in the column, so it's 6, which makes this 3, which makes this 4 and 2, so this is 9. The 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 1 and 6. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 5 and 3. 9 eliminates 9 here. It can't be 4 because of the 4 in the box, so this is 8, which makes this 9. Remaining digits in row 1 are 2, 4, and 7. The 2 and 4 have to be in the 1 to 2 ratio because they're not in a 1 to 2 ratio with 7. And 2 can't be here, so this must be 2, which makes this 4, which makes that 7. Okay, remaining digits in row 2, we have 1, 5, and 8. That's fine. Okay. This 8 eliminates 8 in the rest of the box. So this becomes a 3-4 pair. The rest of column 9 is 6 and 7. And this can't be 7 because of the 7 in the row, so this is 6, which makes that 7. The rest of column 7 is 1 and 3. This can't be 1 because of the 1 in the row, so that's 3 and 1. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 4 and 3. 6 eliminates 6 here. Remaining digits in row 5 are 4, 8, and 9. Well, 4 can't be here, and 4 can't be here, so this must be a 4 here, which forces this to be an 8 and 9 pair. Remaining digits of row 6 have to be 5 and 6. And this can't be 6 because of the 6 in the column, so this is 5, which makes this 6. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 9, which eliminates 9 here, so that's 8, which makes this 9. This can't be 5 or 8, so it's 1. So neither of these could be 1. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 3 and 9. 3 is in a difference of 4 from 7, not 1. So this is 7, which makes that 1. 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 8 and 7. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 3 and 1. This can't be 9. This can't be 6 either, so it's 5, which makes this 6. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 8, which makes this 5. And that's the solution. Yep, some pretty nice logic behind the Whisper 4 lines in the cages and the crop key pairs. But it just flows fairly well. It's pretty straightforward. Overall, pretty nice puzzle. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Learn How to Sudoku, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.